It's great, that I'll be here for another 4 years. That's how I see it. That I get the opportunity to play and to still be around here, and it's very exciting.
Yeah, it was a bit of a scary moment to have something like that happen to you, and I guess I'm just really grateful to be able to come back to the football club and see all my teammates.
I knew that he was coming, and he gave me a bit of a push, and it was either to go sort of head first into the fence or go over it. So I sort of made the decision to sort of jump a little bit, otherwise I was going to go head first in.
Down at Fox Footy, got the AFL 360 on tonight. Here to chat about the Dreamtime game at the G. Alan Davey, don't you coming here though? Don't have enough of this stuff for you.
Going well?
Yeah, going well.
Good to see you again, mate. You too.
Part of the Bombers line-up on Saturday night will be Paddy Ryder. Welcome.
Thank you, mate.
What does Dreamtime at the G mean to you?
It's just getting out there, representing the indigenous people. I take pride in my culture, and I'm also representing my family. Back in the first couple of games, it's just the excitement of the week, and then going out and playing in the game. It was a bit nerve-wracking at actually going in there, seeing Robbo. He's pretty hard-hitting with his questions and stuff, but he gave me the heads up before that he'd take it easy on me, and I was pretty appreciative of that. So it was good to go in there and have a chat about the game. Yeah, when it comes to getting out there in the media, I'm probably not the best at it, but you get certain enjoyments out of it. Like all this week, doing the interviews and stuff, press conferences with Michael Long and Nicky Winmar. You get to meet champions, and you get a lot of enjoyment out of that side. Going to pick up Longy, let's go.
I can't even get out!
It's off to pick Longy up and then heading down to Birrarung Ma to have a photo with the great man.
Well, look, it's always a great week, the celebration of such a great game, Dreamtime at the G, and to catch up with the boys, and no doubt it's something important to them as well this weekend, and the club. And the walk, you always look forward to that. It's been an integral part of now, with the Dreamtime at the G game. So, it's quite proud to, this week and the celebration of some of our great past players as well.
This is what it's all about for us indigenous boys, meeting Longy, just getting around each other during the week, talking about the game, getting out in the community, and then obviously we're not too far away at the moment from the game, so starting to get exciting to get out there and play. When Michael was here, he showed Dean Rioli the way, the Essendon way, and how to be in the community. Then, Dean showed Nathan Lovett-Murray, and which Nathan showed the current players today. So it certainly gets passed on through the older generation. We don't have any younger Indigenous players at the club at the moment, but myself and Courtney, Alan, Leroy, we want to pass that on hopefully in a couple of years. Young Jake Long will be down here, and we can pass that on to him.
In the early hours of this morning, the club received advice that one of our players, Nathan Lovett-Murray, was involved in an incident which necessitated ambulance and police attendance. I just woke up in the morning to a couple of texts, and I got straight on the phone trying to find out what went on, and luckily, all wasn't too bad for Nathan, and we saw him this morning. He came in and said g'day to the boys, and he's up and about, so. All the players were pretty shocked at the time, especially myself, because I really look up to him. So yeah, but it was pretty relieving when I found out that he was all right.
Yeah, it was a bit of a scary moment to have something like that happen to you, and I guess I'm just really grateful to be able to come back to the football club and see all my teammates, and I've had some really great support. All my family's come down, and my teammates and coaches have been really supportive. So yeah, probably just a big thank you to everyone that's supported me the last 24 hours. disappointed in not being able to play this week, and it's just a big occasion, Dreamtime at the G game, and like I've said before, it's the highlight of my football career being involved in it, and also to be able to have all my family and friends come down and watch the game. So yeah, very disappointed.
He's always been a big brother figure to me. He's always looked after me, and just the way that he goes about his work in the community and at the footy club is just all professional, and he's gained a lot of respect in the way that he goes about his business. So that's one thing that I look up to him, and sort of want to take little leaflets out of his book, how to conduct yourself in the community and how to get involved and become a respected person.
Oh, down goes McFarlane, and McFarlane is not getting up for the moment.
Got rubbed out 4 weeks ago now, 5 weeks. Yeah, it was pretty tough for me. I was playing good footy at the time and missing out on playing some footy with the other teammates. So this year the spots in the team, they're pretty precious. So we got a lot of players that can play a lot of positions, and when we're all, the injury list is short and everyone's up and about playing good footy, then some players are going to miss out, and unfortunately, I was one of those players a few weeks ago. Yeah, you have to build a strong selection culture, and blokes are going to be doing the right things all the time, and that's what all the great teams do. They win premierships not by luck, it's by doing the right things all the time, and it's the way that you have to play footy these days. What's going on, where are you from? Oh, yeah.
Everyone know Courtney? Courtney doesn't know what time to go to bed. Help him out.
Yeah, it's good to have all the kids down, watch training, and they get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and get some photos and signatures. Got to meet Hurdy, so not many kids can do that. So they're a pretty happy bunch at the moment. Yeah, now that everything's done now, game day tomorrow, so everything's done for the week, and it's all about getting out there and beating Richmond now.
Dreamtime at the MCG. Essendon win by 29 points. 13-13-91 to the Tigers 9-8-62.
Yeah, massive night. We've had a big week, so the build-up's been great, and to come out tonight and everyone play so well, it's just a special win for us. We always want to know if the boys are in the team during the week, so we're a pretty close bunch, really good mates with each other, so just wanted to get out there and obviously get a win, and Nat would have loved to be out there, but he would have been watching the crowds, and he would have loved the way the boys went about it tonight. He would have felt pretty proud. Yeah, my daughter, she's 3 years old, lovely little girl. She's pretty clever and pretty smart, and at the moment, she's got us on our toes at our home, and she's a really happy person, and she's a beautiful person who I always like to spend time with because she makes me happy all the time, and everyone in my family loves her. Come from a big family and we're all pretty close. So
this one?
Yep. Chuck it down. Yeah, so I always try and spend as much time as I can with my family. Yeah, you just come back down to I'll come back down to her level. So once I get home, can't talk to her about footy. So it's all about coming to the park or having a lolly or something. It's stuff that all the kids want to do. So yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, one more. What team do you like?
Bombers.
Did they win?
Yeah.
Yep.
As a past player now, looking back, the Bombers are like a family to me, and family is always very important in good times and bad, and it's great to be part of such a big extended family like the Essendon Football Club.
Yeah, I think our club certainly operates like a family. In the tough times we stick very close together and rely on each other, and also when we're sharing success we make sure it's it's spread throughout the group, and that we really are inclusive with that.
Bombers are a very family orientated club, always have been, always will be, and same as True Value Solar, always looking out for the families.
When you have the same sort of value system, then it's a good partnership, and something that we're really thankful that we're involved in.
Watson gathers, gets a look from 45. You are a star, Joe Watson.
Joe Watson is a great person, outstanding leader, someone that we're very privileged to have at our football club, and have him sign on for 4 more years is excellent. The player he's become, the leader he's become, and the person he is a credit to himself and also to this football club, and we're very proud that he's re-signed for 4 years.
It's great, that I'll be here for another 4 years. That's how I see it. That I get the opportunity to play and to still be around here, and with the club moving to the new centre, I'll get a bit of time there and to be part of this group. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, it's also a big commitment for me. 4 years, another 4 years with him. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Obviously, he's a big part of the footy club now, and yeah, it's going to be great to have him here for another 4 years. I've lived with Joe for about 4 years now, and he still doesn't get any cleaner. He's very messy. He leaves his stuff everywhere, and I'm always picking it up after him. He's a bit different away from the club. He's a bit more immature. He likes to muck around a bit, but he's also very humble and a nice fella.
Yeah, look, Joe and I have always had a very good relationship. We've always had a relationship of respect, built from 15 years ago when I first met Joe, and certainly I think drove Joe to his first few training sessions, and we've got a very good relationship, healthy both on and off the field, and one of challenging each other to be better, and which I think is very good.
Hill, close quarters to Watson, who emerges with the football. Some icing on the cake. Oh, what a finish! The Brownlow medalist, deep in the pocket. That's it.
Look, I think the thing that makes Job such a good leader is he cares. He cares generally about people, gets to understand them, gets to know them. And we talk about great leadership on the field. When the moment's there, you have to do something. But the more important thing is caring for people and making sure that you bring other people with you. And Job generally has that care, and he also has the respect of his teammates. He's a competitor, and people want to compete around him. And he's very self-driven, which all adds up to a very good leader.
Yeah, obviously Joe's been a fantastic player for a long time now, and he keeps on improving and keeps on impressing us as a player, but also a leader around the football club. So it's always fantastic when you get to the middle that you got him by your side. He knows what he wants, and he knows where he wants to take this football club, and that's an important part of being a leader and the captain of the football club. He portrays his opinions, but he's also happy to listen to other people's opinions. So to be able to balance that, I think that puts him in a higher echelon in terms of a leader.
Opportunity here now for Joe Watson, the skipper, around the body to the punt road end, and the Bombers get the first.
I suppose what I see in Job that makes him so good is firstly his desire to make himself a good player. It's about the skill, it's about the talent, but now when he goes to a contest, he's the one that wants to win the ball the most, and that often gets underestimated. I think his power around stoppages is incredible. His game on Saturday night against Richmond, where every time he was near the ball, he was the one that got the ball and used it so well, almost impossible to tackle. And he's got his ability to cover the ground up to a level that now he's able to cover the ground as well as anyone. So put that in with his kicking and the improvement in that, and his ability to kick goals, and he's a very hard player to stop. Over the last 4 months, it's been difficult times at the football club, but Job's led the club incredibly well, led the players incredibly well, given them great confidence to stand behind him and with him. And it's a real sign of a terrific person that in hard times you're able to lead so well.
I've been really proud of how the team's led itself. I've been really pleased with the strength of the guys. I think that whilst the situation has been unprecedented, I think that the attitude and the ability of the guys to handle this kind of stress has been something that's been really pleasing.
There is Job Watson, 48 metres out to make it 4 in a row for the Bombers, and he has got it.
For Job to sign a 4-year deal right now is outstanding for the club and shows a great sign of faith in what we're trying to do with our team and where we're trying to go as a group. So, credit to him to stay loyal to the club. I'm sure there are plenty of offers elsewhere, but he wants to have success at the Essendon Football Club, and I think that's great.
In any situation, there are always choices, and there's a choice to go somewhere else and get paid more money, but it's still a choice. It's not as if someone is forcing you to do it. So I think it's been really pleasing to see Jackie Carlisle and Dyson Heppel and those sort of guys to stay with the club, because they do get better offers elsewhere, but they choose to stay at the football club because they want to be here and they want to be part of this playing group. There's always times in your career where you have options, and one of the things that I'll be really proud of when I finish is that I suppose the Watson name and the association with the Essendon Football Club is now been something that's over a quarter of a century, and that'll be special to my family and I suppose in the years to come.
I remember at the SCG when Plugger was chasing me down and I ended up going over the fence, but I remember at the time thinking I'll just paddle the ball out to the boundary line and we'll get a throw in and we'll start from there. But I remember patting it close to the boundary line, and obviously the SCG, the fence is quite close, and I remember Plugger being right up my behind, and I knew that he was coming, and he gave me a bit of a push, and it was either to go sort of head first into the fence or go over it. So I sort of made the decision to sort of jump a little bit, otherwise I was going to go head first in, and I remember getting a bit of cut in my head, and I remember sort of jumping back over, and I didn't go back and give him a bit because me probably being all of probably about 80 kilos and Plugger probably being about 120, he probably would have knocked my head off. But actually Plugger sort of did say sorry at the end of the game.
He's done well to recover there.
I remember after Mark McVeigh was actually sitting a couple of rows back in the crowd, so obviously being a teammate for the next 15 years, and he was a Sydney Swan supporter, so I dare say he would have been giving me a bit of curry at the time.
G'day guys, it's Michael Hurley here, going for a bit of a drive in the nice Kia Sportage. Now Boxy, you've been to a lot of games over the years. What's the biggest game you remember?
There's nothing beats Anzac Day game. Beating Collingwood is just an awesome feeling. The most recent one when we come from behind and Zach kicked the goal, virtually and sealed the game for us.
And does your entire family barrack for Essendon?
My 2 boys barrack for Essendon, so probably a bit of peer pressure there.
So thank you for your support of the Essendon Football Club. Kia is offering savings on all cars for anyone who's been a member for over 12 months. If you like the look of the Kia Sportage, you could save up to $2,000 when buying one, just for supporting your favourite club. Go to the URL on screen to learn about Kia's Essendon members offers.
G'day Bomber fans, welcome to a brand new segment here on the Hangar. The Bombers and Melbourne Rebels Yakult Crosscode Challenge. Yakult are the proud sponsors of both the Bombers and the Melbourne Rebels, so it's great to have the 2 teams here together. Over the next 6 weeks, we'll be pitting Bombers and Rebels players against each other in a range of challenges, both testing their AFL skills and also their rugby skills. At the end of it all, one team will win the ultimate prize, the Yakult Crosscode bragging rights. We're joined here today by Bombers star Benny Howlett and Melbourne Rebels star Hugh Pyle. Benny, we'll start with you, mate.
Howlett's kicked 3, make it 4.
You don't really have the rugby physique, but how do you think you'll go today against the big fella?
I've never really played the sport, so I'll give it a go and hopefully I can take down the big fella.
And Hugh, yourself, you're probably a ruckman, Benny, you reckon, in the modern day?
Try time, Hugh Pyle.
How do you think you'll go with the finer AFL skills?
Yeah, I've never played it, but I run around at training thinking I'm a ruckman sometimes, so hopefully that gives me the edge.
Come on, Benny, you better get in for this one. We've got to start well, mate.
We got it.
First challenge today is the line-out challenge. And it's fair to say both myself and Benny, being from AFL, have got no idea how this works. So we might get Hugh to explain to us the line-out.
So line-out's just how we restart the game when the ball goes out the sidelines. It's 2 opposing lines, and ball's thrown in, it's pretty much just a competition in the middle.
We're going to have the guys set up in a line-out. It's going to be 1 point to whoever guy can take it out of the ruck. So there you go, boys. Shit! Hero penalty there, boys. No good. That's 1 to Hugh. 1 point to the Bombers. Right, we're 1 apiece, boys. This one's the decider. Final score in that challenge was 2 to 1. That's 1 overall point for the Melbourne Rebels. Next challenge today is the AFL handball challenge. 3 handballs each on each hand. Benny, you're up first, mate. Oh, no good. Oh, bullseye, 1, Benny. Oh. What? All right, well, Benny finished that challenge with a grand total of 1. Hugh, over to you, mate. Let's see how you go.
Oh, no.
Oh. Come on. Oh, there it is, you beauty! A little bit of help there for the Melbourne Rebels. We'll let that one go through. 1 apiece. Now, sudden death. This. Oh, there it is! Oh, no! He's pegged him! He's done him!
Sign me up.
And the scores for the end of week 1 were Melbourne Rebels 2 and the Bombers 0. Thanks for your help today, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bush. Thanks, mate.
That's it for this week for the Yakult Crosscode Challenge. Make sure you join us next week. We will see Kyle Hardingham from the Bombers take on Nick Phipps from the Melbourne Rebels. We'll see you then.
Something most people don't know about me is that I actually study Spanish on a Monday night. So I study Spanish at the Spanish Academy in North Fitzroy, and it's going really, really well. Mi nombre es Ariel, trabajo Essendon Football Club.
It was a really good mark by Steinberg, flinging himself at the football.
I don't have many superstitions, but my main superstition is I always put my left sock and left boot on first, and then I'll go about the other side. The best thing about playing for the Bombers is probably that you get paid to play football. Like, it's outrageous that we get paid to do this. It's just so much fun. I do it for free. My favourite thing about being an AFL player is I get a free gym membership. My best friend at the club would probably be Hal Hunter because he has a terrific beard. Don't forget to visit the Essendon website to take part in the fan segment for your chance to win an Antler prize pack.
Yeah, g'day guys, Dyson's Diary again. Just here at the High Performance Centre. As you can see, it's coming along really well. Before our big move out here, we're going to put in a bit of a time capsule, and we're after our fans to put in some suggestions of what we can put in it. So yeah, head to the Essendon website and throw up some suggestions. That'd be great. Good on you guys. See you next week.
This has been a Fox Footy production for Fox Sports.